Welcome to the Employco HR Chat. I'm Rob Wilson. With me is Jason Eisenhut.
Hi, everyone.
So, Jason, we're right around the corner from the end of the year, which means majority of health plans are renewing January 1st.
Tis the season. Yeah, and unfortunately, there's some bad news floating out Illinois nationwide for all employers, for basically employers or people just even on health insurance on their own.
Yeah, so let's start with the worst part, the individual marketplace.
Yeah.
If you're buying healthcare through the Affordable Care Act, through the exchange, you're seeing some pretty hefty increases.
Yeah, so nationwide, although the median is around 18%, we're getting first case scenarios and examples from clients and prospects that it's even higher. They're getting quotes from I had a client in or a prospect in California who said we're getting a 32%. This is a person, but we're getting a
Individual
32
market, right?
individual 32% increase.
Yeah, we just talked to someone in Florida, 27%, and these are huge increases.
Yeah, and for what this is just individual market.
Right.
In Illinois, for example, Blue Cross Blue Shield is increasing their proposed increase is 27%. United Healthcare's proposed increase for Illinois individual people on the exchange is 21%. So you're 20 plus percent as an individual person, your health insurance is going up for next year.
And it's always funny with our governor. So he says, well, the state has to approve the rate increases. It goes through the Department of Insurance, and he says, I'm not going to let this happen. Well, if it doesn't happen, then Blue Cross or whoever, all they have to do is leave the exchange.
Right.
You
Just
know,
like Aetna's doing and Cigna for a part of the state.
right. So a couple of carriers have already left the state because they're not,
Can't think.
they
Yeah.
can't make any money.
Right.
So, on the company side, on the corporate side, you're seeing increases, at least what are being proposed so far, that we've been seeing in the low teens.
Yeah. Yeah. The best we're seeing is 9%, but it's going up from there. And this is the worst group increase in over a decade. So it is a set of bad news for employer groups that are going to be renewing in 2026, that our health plan is just going to probably going at least 10%.
We were talking before, this is before we started recording, that years ago, I've been at it a long time, right? A couple areas where insurance has made their most money was group life, because typically you don't have a lot of employees that die, and you're off you just from a
Right.
huge standpoint, and then prescription drugs. But now, when you look at the increases today, what's driving the premium
Yes,
increases?
medications are still going up higher than that 9 to 12%. In prescription drugs are outpacing even healthcare inflation. But the big part of healthcare is the GLP-1s, like the Ozempic type prescriptions for weight loss. For people who don't have an underlying health condition like diabetes or something else that could be typically historically tied to it, some employer plans are covering these GLP-1s for weight loss. Most, if you're in kind of the small to mid-sized fully insured market, they are excluded from weight loss only. But still, that use of that medication type is going up. Then there's also mental health increases.
Mm.
The plans are really spending a lot more on mental health. And then the complex conditions like cancer, the prevalence of the treatment cost of cancers are going up significantly.
And I think you're seeing also a lot more on the wellness side. One, mental wellness, but also on the healthcare side, you're seeing more early warning detections on cancer, and so which is a good thing, that people are going to the doctors, and the doctors are recommending some more blood workup every year
Right.
because at least if you can get out in front of it,
Yep.
then the old days where next thing you know
Yep.
you're
Stage 4.
right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's they're raising their rates because of the loss ratio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and there's really no good way of avoiding it. I mean, you can increase deductibles and tinker with copays, but at the end of the day, you're still far outpacing inflation. It's a really high expense for all employers and all the people across the country.
Right. So, well, if you have questions on your plan, or you want to talk to either of us, or you get some more insight from Jason, feel free to reach out to either of us at hr@employco.com. That goes right to Jason, and happy to answer any questions you might have. And hopefully you've got some good luck this year on
Yeah.
health renewal. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.